Hi tribe, we're Twin Oracles. Welcome back. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And we're back again with a Twin Oracles talk. So you can pause this video, we'll wait for you. Grab yourself a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, an elixir of some sort, water, and join us. We have an interesting topic for you today. And we would like to take you on an imaginary day where we can heal ourselves instantly from past heartbreaks and past relationships and past hurts and past losses from past relationships. And so we invite you to contemplate and consider perhaps a new script, a new storyline, a new timeline. And what is it that I'm talking about? Okay, so from when we had our very first crush in elementary school, where we crushed on someone and it turned out that they hurt us.
Or someone crushed on us and we hurt them.
Right. Yes, thank you, twin. This can go either way. Okay, so flip the stories, flip the script. Sometimes you were the one doing the crushing, sometimes you were the one being crushed.
Take what resonates,
right.
Leave the rest.
And let's consider that after that first childhood crush, it went on for you falling for someone else and loving someone else and perhaps not being loved back, or falling in love and being hurt along the way, or falling in love and not being loved the way that you were loving.
Or maybe your first crush hurt you so bad that you promised yourself that you would never be the one to get crushed, that you would start doing the crushing.
Right. Place it how it resonates.
And this is subconscious and you're not even aware that this is what happened.
And so
that's for a specific certain of you.
And so you're a child and this is what begins to happen, and you grow up and it continues to happen, and you're now a child, and then from a child you turn into a teenager and you have a teenage childhood crush, and it happens again, and then you're in sophomore or university or college and you have a love of your life and it happens to you again, and you start noticing a pattern that perhaps the people that you're falling for all seem to be the same type of scenario, same type of situation.
Same type of characteristics. For example, you might even be saying to yourself, men are all the same, or women are all the same.
So the same type of characteristic would be you fall for someone that's unavailable emotionally or unavailable physically. Maybe they're attached to someone else. So you're with someone that has these same characteristics going on. And the years continue to pass and you continue to fall and you continue through falling in love, then you have these hardships, these experiences where you're hurt and you're losing and you feel like you've lost. And every relationship that you go through, it feels like you lose more and more parts of you, more and more pieces of you. You love and you lose, and you love and you lose. Until one day, you say, well, that's enough. Like, they're all the same. Women are all the same, or men are all the same. And I'm just going to keep experiencing these same situations, these same relationships, these same lover. And so your heart, at some point, either from childhood and somewhere in between until this point, has been closed off. You chose to close it off. You closed off your heart. It was too hurtful, too painful, too much pain. You couldn't handle the pain, and you closed it off. And in that, chalked it up to and concluded that all women are the same or all men are the same, and that you're not going to experience anything different, so what's the point? Here we are to invite you, we're inviting you here today on a different kind of journey, to perhaps visit your life and review your life choices in relationship to partnerships. And to consider, maybe, just maybe, the partnerships that you fell for, the partnerships that you loved, you fell in love with and lost and loved and lost. Just maybe it's not that these people, these men or these women, are all the same. Perhaps it's that from beginning to end, these partnerships where they're teaching you about you, mirroring to you, showing you what it is, the lesson it is that you are meant to learn from, grow from, and evolve from. Just what if, let's consider and take a moment. I invite you to consider this, that it's not that all men are the same and all women are the same. It's that you experience the same type of man or the same type of woman because it was one lesson that you had to learn. That's why it felt like you kept experiencing the same type of guy or the same type of girl. It was always that one type of girl that you would fall for, that one type of guy that you would fall for, that usually always ensured that your heart was broken. And it's because there was only one lesson to be learned. And all that is left to do is to learn from this one lesson. To understand that all of these men that you were dating, all of these women that you were dating, it was to bring you back to you, to teach you about you, to show you that you were not loving yourself the way that you are meant to be loved, or the way that you are meant to love yourself. And so these people in front of you were but a mirror image, a reflection of showing you, them showing you the way that you're treating yourself, which is a lack of love, a lack of compassion. And so it's to consider, well, no wonder they will always seem to be, quote unquote, the same type of woman or the same type of man. It's because it was only one lesson, just one lesson had to be learned, and it's to love thyself. And so in knowing that, we can let go of the hurt and the pain and the heartache that we experience with all these people, because that hurt and the heartache and the pain was there to be experienced in order to learn the lesson, so you can be tested once you've learned the lesson and then move on. And what do I mean by being tested? Well, usually when you learn a lesson, or when you study something in school, let's say, you learn a lesson. You go to class, there's a lesson that's taught, you learn the lesson, usually eventually you have a test. It's no different in life. So there's a lesson to be learned, and these people are showing you that you're not loving yourself, and you learn that lesson and you finally get it, and that light bulb goes off in your head and you have that epiphany moment and say, I finally get it. Oh my gosh, it's really that simple. And we're here to say, yes, it is that simple. And so now that you've learned that lesson, there will be a test. And what will that test look like? Well, it will look like possibly the next person you meet, the next second person you meet, the next 3 people that you meet, who knows what the number is. You will meet someone that is not for you. And the red flags will go off like they always do when you meet someone. The red flags that say this person's not for you, warning, warning. And this time, you will behave differently. You will have an open heart. And you will approach the situation. You will follow your intuition. You will see the red flags, just like you saw the red flags every other time and chose to stay, and chose to continue, and chose to pursue, and chose to relate, to have a relationship with that person. This time, you will see the red flags, you will have that open heart, and you will say, thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for the red flags I'm seeing, following your intuition with love, saying, I know you're not the one for me, and I know there's someone else meant for me. Thank you, but no thank you. As you keep your heart open and you pass that test with flying colors, and you keep going through that process until you know that there is someone in front of you that shows no red flags, that shows an equal, unconditional, compassionate love that they're capable of to show you just as much as you are capable to show them.
And I'm hearing some of you say, how could I have been so wrong? It just felt so right in the moment, or something along those lines. And so what happens when you see those red flags? Let's take a moment to talk about that. So usually what happens when you see a red flag or red flags, there's a choice. You're at a crossroads. And neither choice is good, neither choice is bad. Choices just lead to different experiences, and different experiences lead to different lessons. And when you've learned a lesson, you move on to the next lesson. So when you see a red flag, or when you feel a red flag, or when you know there's a red flag, usually what happens is there's a mind over heart decision, where your heart might be telling you, you can do better, you deserve better, but it's a soft whisper. Whereas the ego might be speaking louder, saying, yeah, this person's like this, but I can change them, or I can help them, or they can change because of me, or place it however it resonates with you in your life. But when there is a red flag, there's a heart over mind decision. And usually you're being asked to follow your heart, but most times, and many times, we choose to follow our mind. And so both of them lead to different experiences. So when you follow your mind, you might receive an experience that's more based on the ego. It might be based on, another thing I want to mention as well is attachments bring on suffering. So if you're attached to following individuals that might be broken or might have the same type of pattern, it's always going to lead to the same outcome. And so, as I'd mentioned, most times we're being asked to follow our heart. And when we follow our heart, you might just be saying yes to someone who's in front of you because you're feeling lonely. And the lesson is for you to feel your way out of the loneliness.
Or to be lonely and spend that time with yourself and get to know thyself. Because if you're not wanting to be alone with yourself, that means there's healing inside of you that you're running from.
Or it's feeling incomplete, or not feeling whole, or feeling as though you need someone to save you, however this resonates for you. And so usually there's a red flag or red flags. You're at a crossroads. Do I say yes? Do I say no? And there's a decision that needs to be made. Do you follow your heart, or do you follow your mind? And then according to your decision, you'll have an experience that matches that decision. In addition to this, I do want to say that this is an urgent message for some of you as well, because some of you are in the next little bit, maybe on the 13th of May. If you're watching this on the 13th of May, this message is definitely for you.
Or for you watching this at a later date, it could be in 13 days.
From the time that you watch the video, it could be 13 days from the time you watch the video, approximately 2 weeks. Or if you're watching the video today or tomorrow, this could be on the 13th of May or the 13th of the month that you're watching it. It could be June, July. But
for some of you, it's something that's going to happen. It's like for a very small group of you, you're going to be going through a lot of awakenings or spiritual transformations or dark night of the soul, where this will happen for you in 13 months from now.
And so there is an urgent message for you, because those of you watching, if this message has found you, there is a strong warning sign that someone might be coming in front of you in the next little bit, in the near future, who perhaps might not have your best interest in mind. Perhaps you're going to be tested with this individual to see if you've learned your lessons of the past, or if you're going to continue to repeat the lesson this time. But if you're watching this video, see this as a gift from universe, spirit, your angels, from the other side to you right here in this moment, warning you of what's to come, to help assist you in making a better choice for you that will bring through an experience that you're eagerly wanting to experience and something that you're urgently wanting to, like something that you're desiring, okay?
So let's shake things up a little. Let's consider these truths. Let's consider the fact that I can't be experiencing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again, same type of person over again, same type of person over again, leading to the same heartache, same heartbreak, loving and losing. Consider that perhaps there's something here deeper. There's something on a deeper level going on. And what if you're just experiencing these people because there's just one lesson all along? There's only been one lesson that you've had to learn, and that's to love yourself, unconditionally loving yourself.
And see yourself as whole, see yourself as complete, see yourself as put together and not broken.
Right. And see yourself as whole and complete alone, with or without someone. With or without someone. And so it's just that one lesson that's been going around all these years, and that's why you've always experienced the same one type of person that you seem to attract. So let's heal this pain, let's heal this trauma, let's do some inner shadow work, let's go dig inside, dig deep inside. When did this first begin? When was the first person that you liked or had a crush on or fell for or fell in love with? And let's see how we can heal this heartache and pain and keep our hearts open, purify our hearts, heal the pain, and move forward today, right here, right now, with an open heart, with an open and loving heart, loving yourself enough to know that you are safe. You can keep your heart open. Why? Because you have a compass, a barometer that protects you, and that's your intuition. So heal your past losses and heartbreak so that you can experience something new that's right around the corner for you. As always, we send you these messages with love. We ask that you take a moment to please like, subscribe, and share our video with others. You never know who you can help in the future. It also helps to integrate your energies into the channel so that future messages will be geared and directed towards you as well as you become part of the collective of our soul tribe. And we do want to thank you for watching. Your support is the foundation of our channel. It's you that encourages us to create more content in the future. So please comment below if there's anything that you want us to elaborate on or anything you want us to speak about. Also, we do have coaching packages, family constellations, personal readings one-on-one. We also have group sessions And mediumship.
and mediumship sessions as well. So if you're wanting to know how you can get past your past lessons, please email us as well. Our email is down below. And I believe that is all for now. We do wish you a wonderful day, and until the next day, we love you.
We love you.